Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's very, very early here, and I'm going to go ahead and get this Mississippi pot roast going in my slow cooker. I just have to turn it on, plug it in, put the lid on, and it's going to do its thing. And then I'll add mashed potatoes and corn, I believe, later this evening, and probably make some crescent rolls or something to go with it. This is good because it holds, as people walk in from different hours that they work. I have one that comes in from work around 4, one that comes in from work around 6, and one that comes in later in the evening, 7 or 8. He works labor outdoors, and so in the summer he works late. And of course my husband's home all the time for the summer. And so what I've got here is a chuck roast. It was a bigger one. 1 stick of real butter is what I use, and I slice mine instead of putting it out on whole. And I've got a packet of au jus, and I have a packet of ranch, and I have pepperoncinis, and I lay those across and add some of the juice. Sorry about that, went out of focus. Both powder packets just get sprinkled on the top. See, the counter with the crock pot is taller than I am, so if I were to stand on my tippy toes, I could get a better shot. That's it. That's all that's added to the entire dish. So now I'll go ahead and put the lid on and plug it in. Lid's on, temperature set. Hours are set. I've got it on low, and it'll go over. I started it at 7 hours, and it'll be fork tender. Best way to make a roast, Mississippi pot roast. And it's done. I cooked it for on low for about 8 hours, and it's fall apart tender. This roast recipe never disappoints, and the heat really isn't that bad. It's like a very mild heat, even though the peppers said medium on them. So next I cut up some potatoes, and I have them in some salted boiling water here. And it was a good thing I checked my potatoes, because my bag of potatoes had a bad boy in it, making trouble. So I cleaned that mess up and used the good stuff. Well, I went out to my stash to get some corn, and I have no corn except for 2 cans of cream style, which I use for, sometimes I'll put it in the cornbread once in a blue moon. So carrots it is. Everybody here likes carrots except Mama, so that's just fine. I like them raw, not cooked, unless they're in little tiny pieces like in soup, and I try to ignore them and eat them anyway. Anyway, I have other news. Today, I went to my post office box. Well, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Today, I sent someone to my post office box. I was in here peeling potatoes, and my husband came in and he said, "Here's the mail." And, there was a lot of it because I hadn't been there. Not since probably early May, because I really don't get anything there. I just keep it open so I can provide people addresses. So anyway, there was a package. I said, "A package?" And he said, "Yeah, what did you order?" I said, "I didn't order anything to my post office box because I'd have to go down there." Well, it turns out it's a gift. Thank you, thank you, thank you. These are from Dawn at Double D Homestead and Double D Homestead Kitchen. And she is the sweetest thing. She ordered me and gifted me 2 quail scissors. So what you do with these is, quail eggs are very tough. They have a really thick membrane on the inside, so you can't just crack them on a bowl like you can a chicken egg. So what you do is you take the end and you lop it off with these sharp scissors, and it leaves the whole egg inside. You just take off the top, and then you can put it in your recipes or whatever you want to do with it. So these are so sweet. I can't thank you enough, Dawn, and you must think I was raised by wolves not thanking you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She included a note here. I covered it up because it's a personal note. And I just am so thrilled. Thank you so, so much. I'm embarrassed that I didn't get this before now, because apparently it arrived sometime in June. Anyway. Anyway, back to my meal. Thanks again, Dawn. Potatoes are ready. I bet you can hear the dishwasher in the background. Sorry about that. I like to put in a stick of butter, a whole stick, and a bunch of glugs of this. I almost put the homemade in, but I didn't want lemon taste in the mashed potatoes. So next thing you ought to see is a plate up, I hope. We are on the home stretch. I opened up 2 of these crescent roll things. You know, so often I'll buy these and then I'll forget they're even in the oven door. And they'll go out of date. And these were still in date until September. Hallelujah. Okay. I'll get these in the oven as soon as that thing is to 375. Come on. There we go. I hope that if you liked what you saw today, you'll consider subscribing, maybe give me a thumbs up, and even making a comment. Do you make Mississippi pot roast? We love it. It's the only way I make it now, and I never learned that until I got to YouTube. So I've got mashed potatoes, carrots, croissant, and the roast beef. So here's how this is going to go down. This is for photos. There's nobody else here right now. I'm going to put this back on the bread plate over here. And I'm going to scoop these back into the pan. And I'm just having meat and taters for dinner. That's how I roll. Take care, everybody. Bye.